It's been some time, but we are back. There's some more Gintama. There's a lot to be worried about. Not only is the world in danger, everyone's lives at stake, but a certain person and delightful organ music has made an appearance. So, is anyone ready to stand up to him? Is the plot there to allow anyone to escape in time? Can Gintoki finally reach his teacher of his sword? It's time to see. Dun, 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 dun. After they've just managed to overcome a Yato bouncy ball, now he shows himself. The earth itself splits open, setting out shockwaves of power. Waited for them to have hope before pulling out the explosions of energy. That time. There's only one left, one that it could be. The originator of it all. I mean, it's a long shot, but at the same time, you know, he's not wrong. And considering that we've got maybe 4 weeks of Gintama, and then like movies and stuff, I believe, but it's really going to feel different when it's all said and done. And how many of the supporting cast and characters that we see are going to have a moment? Because so far, like, everyone that's still in the story has at least appeared for a second or two. And the whole entire Silver Soul arc, while having little moments, like a brief respite from what's going on, it's been kind of heavy. Oh. With the world itself seemingly to turn against them. Using the seals to unleash the energy more. I mean, that's more terrifying than the rest of it. Complete erasure from existence. Sadaho? Somehow, I don't believe they will all be alright. Well, anywhere off the planet, really, but you have to prioritize what to save, who to save. But not when you have idiots that make up the cast that we have. They won't give up a solitary square meter. That only Sadaharu can do. Would be good to see, like, the divine beast that he is, achieve something. Was that him giving a farewell before leaving on his journey? The thing that Sadaharu alone can achieve. They've got their work cut out for them. Ah, that's what it is. Whenever you see a roof, the ceiling collapsing and well, amount of people suddenly falling over, it might have something to do with Shinsuke. Keitai? Who's coming to give aid was what I was going to say. I think there was a full 3 frames of animation there. It's good to see that he's keeping some of the injuries here. The monkey dude still without an arm. And yet he lives on in digital form. This is something that only with the digital signatures of a life can achieve. I see. Being able to just copy his mind ad infinitum. Quite a useful. Quite a useful little AI that they've now got. Even at the cost of all of them. Nah, he's hell-bent on his mission destroying Earth. As many as it takes. Maybe one day he'll learn from his errors and not be erased by the antivirus. Oh god, escort quests. How many of them actually will be left by the end of it? Well, that was an unceremonious end. Yep. Escape while they can. Friend and foe alike just being erased. Can they close bulkheads here? This is the enemy you're fighting. One that would sacrifice themselves to this extent. Great! So the fight's been raging on for like 5.5 hours. And yet they're still crashing around. No one's really achieved any ground. And now we've got the elite unit. If they're gonna make a move, gotta make it quick. How do you intend? Giving him a small ship, something that he will accomplish alone? I mean, he's still breathing, so at least I said something. Such is the folly of power and justice. And we see where that actually led. And as long as they keep fighting together, they've achieved quite a lot. Even if some of the things you wish that we didn't have to witness. And the fact that we're getting so much screen time for him. There's no real turning back, is there? But for the strategist to go down into the battlefield. Banzai. We have the two prisoners, the turncoat guard, and the girl outside. Oh yeah. And that dude. Forgot. Well, there's no way I was going to remember his name, let's be honest. Did she just deer in the headlights? No idea how to react to that. Well, there's no time for talking if they just throw a grenade. But he'll draw fire and take them on first. I mean, even if you do manage to kill the ones being controlled, they're just mere puppets at the minute. He can make you perform to his whim. Yep. As soon as one falls, pick up his shield, carry it with you. Let's hope the music doesn't stop. Do you think that he's having this internal monologue while pushing forward? But he's lost his headphones. Oh, okay, if they've got rockets and the like. Are we getting Bansai's last stand? Keep pushing onwards, forging the world you want it to be. Oh. Well, we'll hold you to that. The fact he's able to hold a conversation like this while also still fighting against that many enemies with weaponry like they have. And don't let the time that he's managed to buy you count for nothing. Beep, beep. Oh no! At the 5 minute mark, there's something in the system. They are ready for such a plan. They've already... To be fair... The last guy got a shot off again. Just like any character with such a strong conviction, being able to clear out a hallway like this. It's someone else arriving to... Did that... The way he's talking, then yeah, my suspicions are fulfilled that this character is one that has already been and gone. It is not his time yet. Banzai still has some fight left in him. And was that the one in the big Resident Evil worm arm type thing? It's something that we've seen over and over again. The spirits of their comrades continuing their fight alongside them. As long as what you hold in your memory is true. Fuck. No weaponry. Full steam ahead. And the fact that they are fighting the corpses of their fallen. How? We removed quite a lot of it. Has he managed to prop himself up with his own guitar strings? Oh. It's a fight that they believed in. Managing to hopefully take out the weapon that was posing such a threat to create this new world. But now with a renewed vigour and quite a lot of rage pumping through him. I could use more of that music. They can continue to say that they're walking over the corpses of their comrades, of their friends, to make this world, but they were all along for the journey. Ah, yeah, it was. And if we are closing off Gintama with such a bang, such a showing as to lose quite a lot of the supporting cast and characters, even the ones that were only really introduced recently. But from times where we've seen him throw helicopters around with his guitar strings to holding up an entire corridor of enemies and sacrificing himself in a blaze of glory to hopefully protect the entire planet and reforge it into one that can stand on its own for its own values, and hopefully somewhere that there won't be so much infighting. But with Banzai, with the gorilla dude and stitches for eyes, joining the likes of everyone else that has fallen, joining the robots that sacrifice themselves to protect the planet, and maybe even the feminist, although, well, yeah, actually, coming into the ship at that kind of speed ramming maneuver because the weaponry doesn't work. This episode of Gintama alone is already something to really think about and put your mind behind. Not a lot going on that's really too confusing. It's all fairly straightforward to work out. But as I've stated before, Gintama has a way of taking these characters who, sure, they might be cool, and we've seen them for a while, but started off being the antagonists, be the ones that we have to try and overcome, and now following along with their struggles, getting to, though maybe not on a personal level, but at least to see what they're fighting for and why they do it and how they've managed to stay along for this journey. Plus, now we've got extra reason for Shinsuke to be extra vigilant in taking down the prince, ending this war in the heavens. But we saw the fight being held up top. What can happen now with the planet erupting as it is, with the floor under their feet not safe from anything, potentially cracking open, spilling its, well, Otana energy juices all over the place? How are they going to be able to track down the cause, cut that off at the source before it all goes supernova? But since we have all of that still left to wade through, to experience, to horrify us, hopefully you're going to enjoy what's coming up. So if you like this one, consider leaving a like and a comment on the video. If you really want to help me out, maybe even share it around, or to defy all odds and subscribe. Or you can just make sure that you're having fun, so that I can see you in the next one. If you want to be part of the fighting spirit by my side, and hopefully don't need to prop yourself up with guitar strings or make a last stand, consider joining onto my Patreon and just helping out the channel a little. Because alongside Electric Ant, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Arthea, Dark Shadow 7899, Shiwan, Mats, Gurley, Cardboard, Croyville, Mega42 and everyone else, well, I'm not sure we can really recreate the world to our liking, but there's a fair few animes to at least watch. Let's be honest, it's almost just as good.